Today, we're here to celebrate what it means to be on the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on the moment of truth. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on the moment with you. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge.
If I could describe my whole week experience with one word, I have a really good word for that. Okay. That would be a metamorphosis.
I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on the moment with you.
I think life changing is the perfect word for that. Even though it has been a very tough and difficult 2 years of my life, when I actually got here, the first day I got here, and then I go to my WADA and everyone is waiting for me and everyone is like very, very excited to see me. That day I was very exhausted, but like, it was so nice. It kind of felt like, I've reached safety.
Yeah, I think the most memorable day was so I do community theatre Triveni over here, and when the girls from the village came and performed in front of almost most of the Muki students, and they performed with confidence, and seeing them performing was the most happiest day for me, because we have been working with them for like 1 year. Every year we work with different girls, and at the beginning they were really shy and not really open to not that confident, and when at the end they performed in front of everyone, I was really happy to see them and just happy to see the change, and when they were answering questions, yeah, and that felt really good, because that felt like, yes, you can make a change, and that was really happy day for me, I guess.
Generally, I'm a person who's really open to any new things or challenge myself. But something I was kind of feeling uncomfortable doing, where when they had to like hold sessions about like what's going on in Syria, and I had to bring this kind of neutral perspective and be as objective as I can, and also also at the same time kind of detach myself from what's happening and try not to give them like kind of an emotional theater performance, or like kind of persuade them to have specific feelings, rather more kind of make it an informal session and more about eye-opening session.
Okay, the most memorable moment was last year in October. I was with my best friend, Ahmad Danesh Rasa. He was telling me about Afghanistan, and he told me at some point, in my hometown and in my country, we kiss everyone goodbye and we say I love you to every single member of our families before we leave the house, because we don't know if we're coming back. And that's when I think that was the first moment I actually realized. It was the first moment I became serious. It was like 3 months in Muki, and it was the first time I actually realized, okay, some places deserve more attention. It was a major change. Like, I still remember it. Every time someone asks me, what do you remember from Muki? I tell them this exact moment. I was sitting in the cab, I was eating something really spicy, and I was trying to find water, and my friend told me that. And I just stood there, like, tried to absorb every word for about 5 minutes, just trying to realize what that means.
A challenge that I was really not looking forward to before I came to Muki was the living situation that I was in. I had been talking to school administration since before I came, trying to ask if I would be allowed to room with the boys, and they said that legally that wasn't possible. And there was a lot of effort made to accommodate me in other ways, but I would still have to room with girls, which was a prospect that really frightened me at first. But it was also really heartening to see that on both years that I've lived here, none of my housemates found it strange. Like on the first day, I was just like, "Hi, I'm Sean. I know this is a bit strange, but let's all get along." The boy in the girl's house, and I think that is one of the abilities and like special things about myself that I discovered at Muki, that I can that I have it in me to redefine what people's idea of normal is. So when people come to visit me, they don't even comment on the fact that they're coming to visit me in the girls' room or anything like that. Sorry, that wasn't very concise.
In back home, we don't have theater as a subject, but when I came here, like it was there, and then I was like, it's a new thing, and I want to try. And at the beginning, I was like, I did not understand, because in my class, like all the people, they were like very good at English, and I just studied English, and then after that I talked with the theater teacher, and then I want to drop theater. I'm not good at English, and she was like, Anita, it's not about language. It's all about like expressing yourself, and and things like that. And now, yeah, I wrote a script myself. It's called One Question Why, and then I performed it, and yeah, it is very meaningful because I was able to bring someone's like untold story through art.
This is a really, really heavy question. 2 years in one word. Low key, from where I come from. So the school back home was a great school, but actually flying overseas in another country was a big deal. So again, it's luck. I'm going to university, to the US in Indianapolis, Allen College. I'm going to do engineering. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's going to be another fabulous experience, and I think I'm going to have so much fun. But the thing is that I won't forget this place because it's a kind of unique place for me. I never actually imagined that a place could be like that. And it's like a dream. You are being in, and then now you have to wake up. And it sounds a little bit. It seems a little bit strange to actually leave this place. To imagine that, oh, we have 5 days left, and then I leave this place, and then we move on. Yeah. Oh, I'm super excited to go to university. Super excited. Yeah.
What I think I brought to this place is my authenticity, and this kind of moment. The fact that I came here and I was like, I don't know how to speak in English, so you'll have to correct me. Here we have my teacher, and and that I haven't been afraid to be weak and to be vulnerable. And it's not just me. In this place, I've had the opportunity to be vulnerable in several moments, in several spaces. But I think it's something that I was able to bring and to engage in a more meaningful way, and to understand that it's not only about having emotions and expressing them very openly, but also trying to see how do I do it in a way that I'm not harming others and not harming myself, and still being authentic.
I think one thing I brought was my confidence. Confidence in myself, and what I've realized while I was here, Miyuki, confidence about the uncertainty that comes with this ever-changing version of myself. Because I think when we come here, we all are sort of the highest achievers in our schools. We are the best at sports, and we get here and we're like, oh, there are more number ones. So I'm like, not the only one. And that can shake you quite a lot. It can make you feel misplaced in the world and be like, okay, so if I'm number one, what am I? You know? And having that confidence in your abilities and being able to say, yeah, I might not understand who I am today or what my purpose is going to be, but I am awesome. And this is the affirmation that I've told myself from the beginning, and now I've seen it happen with other people as well, where they, even in moments of doubt, they are certain of themselves. And when that validation comes from within, it's very unshakable. So when you deal with very challenging moments here at Miyuki, it's that one thing that you go back to, and it's that one thing that no one else can take away.